God.
And what is up, gang? Bird bitch, it is cold in here, and it is affecting all of our electronics. So, welcome to our first planned pre-recorded stream. Not free of any technical difficulty to begin. But, now that it's all gone, hopefully the only problems we'll run into are those that our party, being Ohio Hex, Suicide Shinoboy, and Mowgli IQ, are the ones that we have to deal with tonight. Fingers crossed, pray to all the gods, whoever you pray to, pray for us, please. As always, definitely check out the QR code, Mates of Fate, TT Tomes, Beyond the Review podcast, all our friends who stream on Thursday. TT Tomes has a little bit of something in the works and some cool Kickstarters, and Beyond the Review is on Spotify. And with that being said, I have to play a little game that we like to call Find the Song so Riley can do recap. Which, like, I think would be a more fun game if I had the Jeopardy music available.
But you'd have to find that song too.
I would have to, and it looks like something, it added all the sound effects to our Spotify. So
I wish we could use the "Do you want to be a millionaire" song every time we need to make a choice, or we're thinking really hard about something.
That's a great idea.
Oh, shouts out the copywriter.
If I can get the copyright.
Let me go. Let me go.
He's excited because I just found the song, which means, and we can hear it too. Nice.
Which means, last time, as we were climbing the mountains on our way to Paikiwanua, and we had gotten to a sort of peak, we saw some nasty leathery wings unfurl from the top. Some dealings went down between the party and these were they demons?
Devils.
Between these demons, devils, and one thing eventually led to another, and blows were exchanged. The demons created more of themselves, and we decided that what better way to end a fight than blowing up a mountain. So we all flew to the top of the mountain as fast as we could, and Narissa smashed the side of the mountain with a thunderous smite and collapsed it on top of the devils. We camped for the night, talked about the future, what the party had planned to do after the Paikiwanua adventure. We devised a plan to free Kane by disguising ourselves to meet up with the carnival. Everybody was to be traveling with Lucian, as he is not banned from any part of the world. We made our way in, went to the Rusty Cauldron, and there we found a woman pretending to be someone else, and she turned out to actually be Val. And we find ourselves in a secret compartment of the Rusty Cauldron.
The leaky cauldron.
The leaky cauldron. The leaky Rusty Cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this cauldron's about to fall apart with everything that's
Just
happening.
get a new cauldron.
That's gonna be the bar name once you guys are finished here.
Just get a new cauldron.
And you all found yourselves in a private booth, orb-like in shape due to the themed nature of the Rusty Cauldron, as a solid layer of smoke wafts about above and throughout and under the door that has been recently closed. You are met with the smile of not to be dead named tragedy standing in front of you.
Oops.
So,
Well,
tell me,
Well,
you all got here early.
we're a lot quicker than you might think. Glad to see you're still alive and thriving since the last time I saw you.
I elbow Ersid. You should apologize.
Well, did she say anything back to me?
I don't think Narissa was being too sneaky,
Oh, okay.
and she kind of raises an eyebrow. Is that all you have to say, Ersid? She kind of leans over, and it's very unnerving, uncanny valley, these type of mannerisms, snide and sort of patronizing coming from the face of Lyra.
Well, tragedy. You know, I should say that all the decisions that I make, I do with the best of intentions. And I may have made mistakes, and I apologize for those.
Mistakes. Which one exactly? As I am aware, I feel like you and your friends make a few of those. If you could clarify.
Well, the only one that you should know about, I'm not denying that we don't make mistakes, but for leaving you and your group behind as Kane and I made an escape.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Where did my dice go? 16?
She delivers a closed lip smile. Well, lucky for you, we have various skills, deadlined and detailed for escape.
Well, good. I'm glad that you got away.
And she
Okay.
kind of slams her hand on the table. We're not working together this time. You're working for us. So, if anything like that happens again, it won't be me that you have to answer to. At least, not alone.
Fair.
So, let's get down to business. Are you aware of all the happenings here in Paikiwenua?
Of the riots. Sure.
And why are the riots happening exactly?
Bad working conditions, so I hear.
It's a lot worse than that.
Of course it
Is there
is.
a mysterious force at work, perhaps?
Seems to be the nature of Elbrin. Not sure how mysterious this actually is, but people are going missing. Specifically, minors.
And do you know why?
No. We haven't been in Paikiwenua for too long. We have a little bit of recon to do, and I am hoping that our friend's recent appearance here would garner enough rapport to get us access into the mines. But that is if there are still mines to enter.
Are they collapsing?
Yes.
Good.
Not good. We said good, not good. Perfect. Then we better not waste much time, right? We should get to it.
Well, let's finish your briefing. I like your fire. However, information is key. We're looking for one person, and one person only. A man of the Manaki tribe. You know the difference between the Manaki and the Kahuke.
No, I don't.
Easy enough. Manaki prefer a natural life. All those homes you see in the walls, that's them. The city is where the Kahuke live, those who have opened their doors to the outside world after the Sundering revealed the dwarves. There's a little bit of a rift between them, and the Manaki think that, well, they should stay in the caverns. And it might be the Kahuke's fault that the mines happen to be collapsing.
Ah, tribalism. Classic.
Yes, of course. Your tribe is always better than the others.
There's merit to that aspect, as it is the Kahuke tribe that has taken advantage of the Manaki, pushing deeper and deeper into their adamantine mines as a form of trade. All the ore that sits in the Great Rift goes out to the rest of Norfane. The Kahuke get their money, and the Manaki only get work.
Seems unfair.
It is. There are a lot of people who think that the Kahuke stole the crown. But that's neither here nor there. Regardless of our target's perceived activities, illegal or above board, there's someone we need to save, so we get them out before the mines collapse. Nothing more, nothing less.
Does this person have a name?
Yeah, they're
And
Aru Manaki, aren't they?
yes. So,
Sorry, I missed the first name.
Haru.
Haru. And is Aru... Is he a
Haru.
miner? Oh, Haru.
Yeah.
Is he a miner or is he a prisoner? And where's the distinction?
non-existent. Outside of, well, most miners get to go home. The prisoners, well, they're delivered a lot of overtime.
I work the mines 16 to 18 hours a day.
Jesus.
And so, Tragedy, how long have you been here? What's your recon situation?
Well, what we've noticed, not exactly sure, but the miners seem to be pushing deeper and deeper, forced into the adamantine mines. The collapse was caused roughly 2-3 rides ago, or at least the last one was. As far as I am aware, there have been no less than 6. We're still trying to currently find out which prisoners are in which area of the mine. That's where we have to start. Once we know where Haru is, then we can make our insurgents. Your disguises aren't half bad. However, are they the only ones that you brought?
I have
This
a
is
bag.
the best.
Ersid can be whatever he wants.
Yes, for a limited time.
I don't need one.
So, are you just going to apply for the mines, or how do you expect we get in?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is
Haha.
what's the quality assurance department been up to as of late?
Prepping for a full-scale, controlled collapse.
We should use that to our advantage. Ugh. I wish we could find Vincent, because then maybe we could have him bring us in as prisoners. You know? Something like that.
Unfortunately, Vincent and Lyra have recently left.
Of course.
That being said,
Why wouldn't they? You're Lyra right now.
and it sounds like one of you, Air Sid, can be Vincent.
That is true.
However, I'm not sure he has so much sway here with Dwarven Guard. Either way, if you would like to play the role of criminal, both in and out of character, far be it from me to stop you.
What if we just break the law?
I'm not so sure. Why are we sticking to this idea of getting put in the prison? Like,
It's the easiest way.
yeah, sure, it is an easy way, but once we're prisoners, we won't have any of our gear, presumably. You know, then we're in there.
That's why, I mean, of course we would have to hide our stuff, but that's why it would be like someone else is taking us in there. Therefore, we could sneak things in.
Well, that's why I brought up the quality assurance thing. Is why don't we pose ourselves rather than prisoners or even minors, but rather one step up in authority as quality assurance, as the quality assurance department. You know, if there's a controlled collapse coming up, then
We're here to blow it
you know
up.
someone is So there's a team presumably that manages that sort of thing, and if we could get in that way, we would have more freedom and leeway once we're in there. You know.
Yeah, true. Smart.
I don't hate that idea.
As long as we get good stories straight, I think we can make anything work.
Can you all roll a perception check, please?
13.
15. That's
28.
That's a 4, guys. I rolled a 4.
A 28.
Yeah, natural 20.
Nice.
But I got 15.
That's crazy.
Keep an eye on your Discord, Lucian.
Okay.
Keep an eye.
So, we stake out the demolition team and replace them, come as new recruits.
Well, yeah, I was thinking I've got 2 ideas for that. We could be coming in as a third party, like we're being hired from a third party organization. Maybe we're traveling from Vice Guard. We could come up with a story that way, though we don't have the necessary disguises per se for that, so maybe that's not the best.
It would probably be easier to replace them.
Yeah, we could scout them out, do a stakeout, find out like where their office is or where they meet or who they are, and then nothing lethal, you know. But
Knock
we
them out,
could
tie 'em up.
knock them out, tie them up, take their clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Not against this at all. So, we start tonight? Or do you need to rest?
I'm fine to go whenever.
I'm at max. I suppose I use disguise self, so I'm down.
You're down a disguise,
I'm a-
so.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
we long rested right before we got here, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should start tonight then.
Tragedy. do you have any ideas on where this demolition team organizes?
There are at least 8 different entrances throughout the mines. It seems that Paikianua is built on sort of a grid that is founded upon an octagon. Each of those vertices are an entrance, and those entrances are going to be where, well, the demolition team will find themselves, at least the start. We can survey those, though I have some idea that we'll probably find them this late at night. Is it late or early?
We got there like midday.
Midday? Okay. In the afternoon, we'll probably find them in the southern sector. So,
Okay.
probably if east is 1, then we should check out openings 2 and 3.
I think it's worth our
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Also, do you have any idea on what the security is like around the entrances to the mines? Are civilians free to just walk up and take a gander, or
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, that's their main station of trade. If civilians were to simply be allowed in, how much gold do you think they could make?
So is there a fence, a perimeter of such at all of the entrances to disallow any non-permitted folk from entering?
Indeed, the Paikiwanua Guard stays extremely active. There are adamantine structures, sort of like watchtowers in front of each entrance. And then you have
Well-
to deal with the deep guard if you happen to get past them.
See, the problem is my compatriots aren't quite as sneaky as myself, and probably you, Traj. So, we do have our standard play that we do, where I go in, scout, pick up a little piece of something, and then return to the group and teleport us all inside.
That is an option. I like that. And how
If-
many of us can you teleport?
I think it's up to 8.
7 plus you, I believe.
Yeah, 7 plus me.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, there's 7
How
of
many-
us here.
1, 2, 3,
7,
4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I can count. I
I was
happen to
counting
do
for,
that a lot.
counting for myself.
Well, I forgot that you had some goons with. Never mind. Okay, yeah.
Your goons. Good as idea as any, I'm not particularly stealthy. I can take the armor off. It's not going to help much.
So, let's lay this out one more time. We are going to be imposters for the demolition team. New recruits, or essentially taking the faces of some that are already there, if we can get past the former guard. Once that is done, we survey throughout the mines until we happen to find Manaki.
So this is a reconnaissance and the mission starting all at once.
I have some ideas, but only so much.
I think this is fine.
Yeah.
I just wish
Okay.
to speak to you alone before we go, if that's possible.
Roll persuasion.
Come on. 16?
Are we getting started now? If so, then
When-
the rest of you can leave. She sort of sets herself, sits on her bench, and crosses her legs.
Yeah, how much time has it been since I casted Disguise Self? I guess since we entered the gates of the city.
Probably have 15 minutes left.
Yeah. If you want to put the
Okay.
disguise under your disguise just in case, I'm sure that there are many people around here who could help you.
You see the dwarf that is hooded, or I guess knighted in their armor and their helm, sort of raise their hand, and the other, who's just sort of a larger version of Rosa, we'd be more than happy to help you.
Sure.
Do you have proficiency in disguise kit?
I don't.
It's the two of them, so they'll roll with advantage. I don't think that either of them do either.
Everyone's disguise is banging, but Air sits his ass. For no reason.
So,
I mean, mine is the best.
Yeah,
But
it's just
that's
limited.
yes and no. Yours is probably, disguise self is great, but the time limit and the fact that if you try to change your height or build in any way will sort of leave a way to trace you.
Right.
So it's good if they're not close. Let's see. Okay, so she doesn't have a disguise kit.
Well, how long before we get there, do you think? Do you think it will take 2 hours?
It's a big kingdom. It'll probably be at least 30-minute walk. 45 if we have to go between, well, shoot. Could easily be an hour if we have to go to one entrance and then the other.
It's probably worth doing the disguise under your disguise.
Okay.
Rosa kind of like sizes you up, kind of takes some imaginary measurements, and she uses her druid craft to kind of produce like stems of plants to measure you out. And then she does a quick drawing and gives it over to Glacier, who silently, they walk up to you and they bow a little bit and they drop their hands kind of pointing at your visage. And Rosa's like, they would like you to, well, undisguise.
Okay. So I guess I'll drop it.
Okay. And quickly enough, Glacier pulls out a bag with all sorts of amenities, different clothes, costumes, things like that, and quite deftly, in less than 20 minutes, manages to recreate a lifelike Larry Walker.
Dang, nice.
They crit.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That
sick.
was 2 crits. I crit on my disguise. We're just disguised,
nice.
bro.
Yeah. So, I think they did a good job. Glacier bows once again. Rosa gives you a little clap, gives Glacier an even bigger clap. And
I look at them both in the eyes and I kind of give them a nod and I say, thanks. Genuinely.
well, right now, you are employees, so it's the very least we could do to support you. Glacier just kind of shrugs. And Tragedy kind of, she has like this little sort of like, it's kind of like a sailor cap, it's kind of like a night watchman's cap, looking under it with Lyra's eyes. She kind of kicks with her feet. Now go. We have business apparently.
Okay.
Well, just wanted to formally introduce myself, Tragedy. I don't think we've met yet. I'll hold out my hand to shake hers.
Lucian
Lucian
Trishagar,
Okay. Oh,
the supposed last of the Teistragar family, yes?
that's me. Still holding my hand out.
You know, that temple that we were supposed to look into for you, really strange way that those monks set up their books, especially their more important ones.
Isn't it?
Isn't it indeed? She just looks at you.
Not gonna shake my hand, huh?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I need. 14 and a 15 for a 13.
She shrugs and shakes your hand.
Feel weird?
Roll perception.
10.
I mean, it's kind of clammy, but so are yours. It's kind of weird, this environment here. It's damp, it's musky, everything's a little bit wet, but still a little humid. It's affecting all of you.
Okay.
Ew. Humid in here.
All right, Narissa, well, I suppose we'll leave you to it.
Talk to you in a bit.
And you all exit. A sort of awkward silence falls over the room. Tragedy continues to sit back against the wall, legs crossed, one eye peeking out from the bangs under her cap, focused on you, extremely seriously. Why alone?
Because I felt like this was a conversation that was better had just the two of us.
Continue.
You're smart. I know you are. You know what we tried to do to you. And I don't blame you for being angry at us for that. I think that's fair. I will only say one thing in my defense. You're hard to catch. That's all. Perhaps it wasn't the right move to try and hurt you. Maybe my anger was misplaced. But I just felt like I got an unfair lot in what happened.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
I
Don't
didn't.
hang out with criminals if you, aren't willing to be considered one. Same goes for here.
Here is different. I've made my choice here.
So, no longer on the side of the law, are you?
Well, the law decided I should be out here when I did nothing. How's that for fair?
World's not fair, honey. That's why we take advantage of the rules.
And you're free to do whatever you want.
Oh, I know.
That's why I decided that you know what they say about the honey and the flies. I don't like myself when I'm angry. I don't want to be the person that takes heads, always. I want to be someone that can be everyone's friend. And that includes you. Because I know what it's like for people to look at you and think you're a demon.
Roll persuasion.
$11.
Well, I don't know how you feel. But when people look at me, the real me, and they see a demon, well, they're half right. So, if you want to be friends, then let's see how this goes. If you can prove that there's honor amongst thieves, then maybe, just maybe, I'll see you again. And I won't have a blade to your throat.
You should know that Cain didn't want to leave you. I'm sure that felt like a betrayal in that moment when he left you there. But he
Will
didn't.
that be all?
He loves you more than he's loved anyone else.
No insight.
Oh no, I'm super incredibly good at that. Okay. 13.
She stands up, then walks out. And before the door shuts, certainly love doing business, that's for sure. You have a job to do.
Sure.
You don't notice much outside of the fact that when she walks, she watches her steps.
Strange.
So, anything before we head off to the entrances to the mines?
Can I gather my compatriots for a drink at the bar, please?
Okay.
Really?
Just
This
a quick
hour.
one. I work better drunk.
Well, you work. We'll walk.
Cool. Catch you there.
Keep an ear open. If you don't see us, that means we found an entrance and are waiting for you. Glacier,
All right, we'll
let's
be
see.
right behind
Mary
you.
here might do their best to get in touch.
Right.
What? Huh?
That's their secret name, their fake name.
What did you say, though?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
Amiri will do their best to get in touch.
Amiri. Okay. Great. Well, I mean, we'll be just so right behind you.
Just so right behind you.
They leave.
Okay. All right, so did you guys notice that her eyes are fucking lifeless? And she had like an absurd amount of makeup on her face.
I noticed she was acting strange.
No, I can't say that I did notice, but
I forgot.
yeah, that's right. See, I didn't need to do it before because we were old pals in there. But you know what I was a bit surprised about was how easily she forgave me. So I suppose that's a bit out of character.
Well, I don't know her. So, what I can say based off first impressions is that she looked fucking weird.
What does that give you? What does that make you imply? Are you implying that she's dead or something?
I don't know. It was hard to tell when I shook her hand. I didn't really feel like death.
When she was walking
Well,
out
she
of the
was
room,
walking.
she was carefully walking, like watching her step.
But I don't know how she would be walking and talking and know all of the past deeds if it wasn't her, but maybe
then again,
something is afflicting her.
She did ask me specifically what it was that I offended her with. I mean, that could have just been her way of, pushing me buttons. But
Right.
maybe it was that she didn't actually know. Did
Wassa
she, in
kind of-
fact, recount anything herself?
No,
Well.
but Rosa was acting normal.
Well, to me, I thought they all were pretty normal gals. This is something that Lucian came privy to.
For sure.
Pretty good, huh? That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Well, then.
Well, I'll keep an eyeball on her.
We'll all
Right,
keep an eye
that's-
out.
Yeah.
Next
that's
time
all
I
I'm
get
saying.
close, I will sense undead. How about that?
Sure. It's a good idea.
That's a good move. I could even do detect thoughts at some point. It doesn't alert them unless I try and go deeper.
Right, of course.
I
Then
suppose we'll figure that out when we meet them, but we should probably go and meet them before they get in without us, and we're SOL.
definitely.
Right.
Let's go.
Someone roll investigation
Not me, bro.
or survival. I think
I'll
that'd
do
be.
survival.
I think it's survival if you're gonna like try and track them. Investigation if you're gonna try to navigate the city.
Are you good in investigation?
No, but I'm very good at survival.
What's your what's your investigation?
-1. No. Yeah. -1.
I have a +1.
I have a -1 as well.
Yeah, I have +11 to survival.
Fuck.
Maybe we should try to track him then, because I can give you advantage.
Yeah, can we do that in the city?
I think it's gonna be harder, but it's an option. I will not take that option away from you.
Well, you can roll your +11 harder, or I can roll my +1.
I think I'll just do +11 twice.
That's a good idea.
That's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be 28.
28. It's hard at first, but then you start to see sort of like almost like a swath of cleaner gravel than the rest that seems to have a very, very fine level of like soot and sediment. And as you push through the city, everything is so orderly here, constructed amongst this octagonal grid. Everything is in exact angles. Everything goes straight up, straight sideways. Outside of the embossed motifs that seem to cover across doorways, faces of dwarven generals of past, or seem to be family leaders on family homes. The streets are somewhat quiet. You see a group of dwarves here and there. They don't really look at you. The guards do, however, eyeing you as they stand their post. Lucian,
Is it?
go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
Oh, Lucian, Ersid, you both happen to notice on your way there, a significant gathering in an alleyway. Significant being more than 10 people.
Can I make out what they're doing?
It's a congregation of sorts. There's a man speaking, stood on a couple of barrels.
Ah, classic. Is it like kind of on the way in the direction that we're going, or is it off to the side?
You would be diverting from the path for a little bit. It's close, and it's not like they're marching anywhere.
Yeah. I guess I'll try and like drift in that direction just to see if I can hear anything that they're saying.
Roll perception.
always forget my. Oh yeah. Dirty 20.
Okay. With that, you can hear him. Brothers, sisters, here they want to take away our homes, our livelihood, and now they want to take away our people. Lies from the Kahuke government telling us, oh, they're lost, abducted, kidnapped. Well, we know who took them, and it weren't the mines. So, tonight, they will see the Manaki, and we will go to the streets until our brothers, our sisters, are back in our homes. Do you hear me? And they all like cheer as you walk past.
Cool.
Okay.
Remember when Erson
Maybe-
led the riot?
I was gonna say maybe we should do that again and
Yeah.
cause a diversion.
Oh wow, I totally forgot that. That was like kind of like inconsequential. It just like happened like out of nowhere.
Didn't you just let them all trudge past you and you snuck away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You started it and then you left.
Bastard.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I guess I'll just keep going.
Okay.
And are we all following me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lead on, Squire.
At once, Master Lucian.
You push on, you're walking and you're sort of getting to the end and you of the end of the city, and you know this because you're staring these caverns that are being pushed into the wall, the homes of the Manaki tribe, with sort of like masks hung above each hole. And further away, it causes a sort of trypophobic experience, like lotus flowers bursting outside of the mountain wall, but more space you see is formed in between them as you get closer. This wall of the Great Rift is enormous. The sun hardly makes its way into Paikiwanua as it sits so deep within the earth of Elbrin. You're about to clear probably the third block away from the entrance to the mines when you hear in your mind, "We're over here."
In all of our minds or my mind?
You.
Oh, okay.
Said, oh, creepy.
Well, I don't know what over here means, so I guess I just look around.
Look around.
And you look and you see Glacier in their current disguise waving you down. They're kind of coaxing you into a dark alleyway.
Okay. I guess I'll go.
I guess I'll go.
Follow him.
So, as you all convene in this extremely dark alleyway, if you don't have dark vision, it's a little hard to tell what's going on here.
Oh, so I'm just invisible now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, you're right. There's really no way around that. Dang, crazy. Okay. And, you hear in your voice again, "Do try and stay close."
Creepy.
What's your plan? Where are you taking us?
Are you...
You're talking in the accent in your mind.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking out loud?
I guess I talk out loud.
We're not going anywhere until we know how we move in. I really think the 7 of us going into an entrance isn't exactly suspicious.
No, you're absolutely right, but you just said to stay close as if you were gonna lead us somewhere, so I was a bit confused. No. I think this is the part where maybe I go on ahead, see if I can well, what's the daylight right now?
Almost absent, where you find yourself next to the wall. It's roughly 4 p.m., you could say, but it feels like twilight, if not near past dusk.
Because you're so deep into the mountain.
And so far north.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, if I go towards the gate, am I invisible?
You will still have to hide, but yes.
Okay. Sorry, this is Glacier that's with us?
It's all 3 of them.
Oh, it's all 3 of them. Okay.
Yes. Glacier just happens to be messaging you.
Okay. So, I guess I'll say, so once I inevitably get over the gate, what might I find on the other side?
Rubble. Rocks. If I'm not mistaken, there might be a cave-in that's still currently being cleared. You might have to find a way around. There's detours all throughout the mine, but a map I think we are without. So be careful.
And security.
Heavy. Again, Tiaki Hohonu, the Deep Guard. Slave masters, if you will, as far as the prisoners are concerned. They make sure no one gets out, and that all the miners finish their shifts.
You know, if I remember correctly, I thought that it was either you, Rosa, or you, Glacier, that you had, what's the name of the spell? And you could cast it on a whole group to increase their stealth.
So, you'd like to pass without a trace? With all of us? I'm not so sure about that. Maybe once we get inside?
Sure. No, I'm just wondering. But you have that ability, and what's the maximum you can do there?
If I'm not mistaken, it's anyone who's within roughly a 30-foot radius of myself.
Great, fantastic then. I'll try and get us over the gate. And then we'll go stealth mode from there.
That accent you do is kind of cute.
Oh, God.
Thank you. But I'm a taken man.
And
Attaboy.
Layla kind of... She looks at Rosa, and Rosa just smiles and shrugs.
Okay, so if I am invisible, I guess I'll roll stealth, and then I'm gonna do some things.
Yes. So go ahead and roll your stealth.
28.
Okay. You're a walking shadow as you sift into the darkness that covers most of Paikiwenua. You push towards the vertice of the octagon, where you find a magnificent structure, sort of like a skinny, how would I say this? What are they called? Pagoda.
Oh.
Pagoda. There we go. Like a skinny pagoda made purely out of adamantine metal. A large mouth closed with a very angry face acts as the door. You see 2 dwarven men in silver and black armor, just as stark and rigid as the rest of the city. They stand watch. You see a man in this tower above, at least 100 feet high, standing out with a torch, keeping an eye on this area, as well as the other towers that you can kind of make out as you look across the wall into the Great Rift. The lower walls are up about 50 feet high, and everything behind that, you see what seems to be the lip of a cave mouth.
So the lower walls are 50 feet high, and at the top of them is like the lip to a cave mouth.
Yeah, behind them. Think, so this is like everything in Paikiwanua is kind of like octagonal. So you're dealing with a four-sided wall, and behind that wall, you can barely make out the opening of the cave.
Okay. So before, or I guess I'll just dip back into the alleyway, and I'll tap my, Layla's shoulder, and I'll whisper into her ear, "Can you make me a climbing potion, dear?"
Right on it. Here, take it. She takes a second, and you see the dragon flask sort of glow in its little eyes in a sort of greenish color as she holds it out to you, or to some random direction where she cannot find you.
And then I take it, and then everyone just watches it be like disappear into thin air as I drink it. Okay, and then now that I have that, I'm gonna go back out there and I'm gonna try and skirt around to like a section of the lower wall where I can just now with the climbing potion walk right up.
Okay. Well, stealth for me one more time.
25.
Okay. Okay. So I wanted to be sure. And I checked the potion of climbing, and it is not as powerful as we think it is.
Okay, what is it?
You get advantage on athletics checks made to climb, and you have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Okay. So I still need to make an athletics check?
Yes.
Is what you're saying?
Yes, and you would probably have to climb the mountain and skirt over the walls. So it's going to be kind of rough because you're going to have to climb up and climb down unless you're willing to just drop on the other side of the wall.
Well, it's 50 feet times, what's that?
5d6, so 30.
Per 30d6?
No, 30 total if I maxed out 5d6.
All right, well, I'll decide that when I get there. Yeah, I'll roll athletics.
Okay. Keep in mind that depending on the area you may be found, I don't think you can drop stealthily from that height.
Right, it would make a noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
21.
Easy enough.
Oh, I didn't even roll with advantage. 22.
Okay. You're accustomed to the wilderness. Mountains are your forte as you hand by hand start to scale the wall, easily finding divots, nooks and crannies to stick your fingers, your toes as you scale up. You take just a while to get to the top, and you look over the side of this adamantine wall, and you can see the cave itself spitting out a small stream of smoke that wafts into the air. There are roughly 4 guards sitting outside the cave mouth, milling about, drinking ale, bullshitting with each other, as you can kind of hear just ringing against your ears the sound of pickaxes.
So how far from the base of the wall, like on normal level, how far are those guards from me, from the base of the wall?
Sorry. I mean, the cave mouth itself is probably a good, like, 40 feet wide. The guards themselves are spaced out in 10-foot intervals throughout, and the wall is another 15 feet away from the wall, from the opening of the cave. So you'll see your first guard at about 10 feet away from the wall.
So very close.
Pretty close.
Very close. Okay. Oh, geez. That's pretty tricky. Now, as someone who is adept with being stealthy, maybe this will excuse my semi-meta question. If so, like, would Harrison know this? I guess.
Okay.
If I use a rope, which is 50 feet, which is the height of the wall that I'm on, and I tie it up here and throw it down. Or I guess I don't even have to throw it down. I just need to... Like, I can hold it and lower it as I lower myself. Does that make sense? Will that still be stealthy?
My thing is the rope is not hidden.
Okay. You know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. I have an advantage on an athletics check and I have +10, so I'm just gonna try and climb down.
Yeah, you are climbing with the potion,
Okay.
so.
Is
Yeah.
harder to climb down.
Okay.
You got it.
27.
Oh yeah, no, you got it. You're like a lizard, like a straight up gecko, as you kind of finagle your way down. Where are you trying to drop as you get yourself in the mine?
I mean, I'm trying to, like, space out, like, give space between myself and all of these guards, and also be mindful of their eyesights. So behind him, if necessary. But didn't tragedy tell us that there was, like, another, like, building after the gate where the demolition team will be?
No, she said they might be in there scoping things out. She said there's a chance that there's another cave in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how far away is the next guard from this guard right here?
They would be about 10 feet. They're spaced in 10-foot intervals.
You could always disguise yourself as a guard. Just in case.
That's an idea.
They are dwarves, though.
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't want someone running into you, but from a distance.
Yeah.
It's a whole foot of you.
Well, if I'm maintaining invisibility and I'm maintaining my 20 plus stealth check, I'm gonna try and... Yeah, I will disguise myself as a guard and then keep... Well, no, if I cast a spell, then I break stealth,
You
right?
do?
Right. Okay, so... In actual fact... What is past the... I'm sorry this is taking a while. What's past the last guard?
What's past the other end of the wall?
So the only other way for, like, forward is inside the cave?
Yes.
Hmm. Gosh, I don't know.
What you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna try and maintain my stealth, maintain invisibility, and go into the cave.
I'm gonna need you to roll stealth one more time. We're considering this a new area, especially traversing inside the mine.
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. Okay. You get down, and as soon as you touch the ground, about to turn the corner into the cave, you see one of the guards turn and look straight at you and keel over, coughing uncontrollably. His guard friends kind of rush over. Hey, brother, are you okay? Yeah, it's I'll be fine, brother. It's okay.
The miasma of the mine. That's the murder mystery dinner party.
Maybe you take a shift. We'll tell Kitty in there. Maybe he switch you out. Yeah, I think I'll take you up on that. As he starts walking straight towards you and into the mine, I need you to roll acrobatics
You go.
if you want to get out of the way in time for him to not see you.
Okay.
You can do
Good
that.
use.
17.
And you sort of like curve your body in a C as you push yourself into the wall, swiftly but quietly, as he passes right under your arms. These sort of like, there's like a tuft of like fur at the edges of their helms that brushes right under your beard as he walks inside.
And you're gonna have to walk out. You're gonna have to come
Yes.
back out.
Yeah. Now, I'm looking for a place that that is like kind of off to the side, maybe in a nook or a cranny, maybe like a spare room that might somewhere, because my goal, Ericid's goal here, is to pick an object from this place, this safe space, and then walk back to my friends and teleport us to this safe space.
It's gonna be kind of hard. There's like because as you walk in, there's sort of like another guardhouse, a lot smaller. One guy's in there as he just kind of watches, and you see him as he the other dwarf walks up to this guardhouse and switches out with him, convinces him that he's gonna go home. And the other guard is like, okay, you go home. And no one's down here anyway. Demolition crew's inside looking over some things. None of our miners are going to come out. It's fine. We'll just leave the station unmanned for a while.
That's my cue. Try and get. How big is this guardhouse?
We teleport all like squished inside of it.
Yeah, it's probably like 20 by 20 feet.
Could fit. Just
Yeah, we could fit. Okay, yeah, I'll try and get in there.
He locks the door and takes the key with him.
Can I just keep an eye on him as he walks away, just so I know which direction he goes?
Yes, this guard. I mean, he's going in deeper.
Okay, so he's going inside.
Yeah, he's going inside. The same guard that was coughing is coughing his way out, the way he came.
Okay, well, if the coast is clear at the moment, then I'm gonna go try and pick the lock with my thieves' tools that I forgot that I have.
yeah, Ursa doesn't pick many locks.
Yeah, I've forgotten that I could do that.
Not sure if you've had a lot of opportunities to do so it's on me too. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a check with thieves' tools, please.
So then what do I add? Just my proficiency?
Proficiency index.
Oh, okay, great. Huh. 14.
14. How many thieves' tools do you have?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know you could collect them.
I think that's the way we're gonna run it, because you are kind of finagling with this lock, and you are taking your time with it as you realize, like, this is kind of robust until your pick snaps. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
And no, 1. Fuck.
God damn it.
You can try one more time.
Come on.
Big money.
Big money, no win.
Oh my god, a 1.
No.
Erson's actually ass at
And
picking
like
locks.
as soon as you like stick
Doesn't have
the
any
pick
practice.
in, you make
Yeah.
one turn, and it just kind of starts to crumble. You have not been taking care of your thieves' tools. No wonder you forgot them.
Okay. Is there any other way into this guard house?
There is sort of it's kind of like a mirrored window, like a very thin sheet of mirror being used as glass. Yeah, they would have glass, so you can. It's a glass window.
It's a window.
It's a window. I don't see why they wouldn't have a window.
Okay. Is
There's
it
stained
locked?
The window.
Oh, it's like the window is like you can't open the window. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, you would not be able to open the window. I don't think they have that kind of stuff unless it's like those bay windows kind of.
Okay. Well, how about this? Since no one is manning, since I overheard, no one is manning this guard house at the moment. Is there? If I go behind it, like, is there eyesight to a guard?
If you go behind the guardhouse, you're walking into a wall. It's built into the cavern.
God damn it. Okay, in this it's kind of hard because
Too bad
this
you
is
don't
theater
have
of the
Misty
mind.
Step.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that'd be good because I could teleport into the house.
You can see.
There's the window.
Just gotta. Okay. In this whole space, whole space on the other side of the wall, is there anywhere that is the furthest away from where the guards are?
I mean, deeper into the cavern. You're kind of in a straightaway right now.
Can you not take a fucking rock?
Take a rock and wrap it around something and like tap the edge of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Wrap something around the rock.
yeah. To make it quieter, you want to muffle the sound of the. I think you put the thing against the window and then you hit the
Oh,
rock.
to break the glass?
Yeah, you have to break the glass, but like to make it quieter.
No, I know you just said wrap the rock around something.
Oh, you're right. That's what. Wrap
Um,
something around the rock.
I got you.
I just meant you can't take a rock and teleport with the rock.
I can take a rock.
I don't know if that's
I can-
enough.
Well,
Fine.
yeah.
That feels like that's not. Then you could go anywhere.
I mean,
Yeah, just put us in a random
Well.
spot in the mine.
I mean, you know what I can do is I can just look inside of
And be familiar with the place.
try and study it for a moment and then go back and try and teleport us inside. So,
So familiarity is based on the amount of visits.
okay, so this would be.
If you
So then what?
if you had like
Yeah.
cartographer's tools, I might give you like a cartographer check so you can get in tune with the area. But like,
this would be like seen casually if you hung out with it for a minute.
yeah, if that.
I have
Well, that gives us-
tools.
That gives us a 50% shot. What do you think about that, guys?
Pretty
With-
spooky.
With our luck,
Okay. What about if I try? How far away is the closest guard to me at the moment?
You're probably a good 30 feet in, so they're probably about 40 feet away from you. And this would be one of the guards on the outside. Yeah, I'd say so. It hasn't been too much time, but you go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
15.
15. Okay. Nothing seems out of whack so far. The guard who was manning this guard station has disappeared inside the mines. The other guard has left. So you have 3 guards on the outside, and you do not know currently if there's someone returning.
Okay, I'm gonna try and muffle the sound of a rock smashing the window.
Fucking Christ.
God damn. How do I rule this? I think
it's sleight of hand.
I feel like sleight of hand is the only thing that makes sense.
Can you black or not black cat? Yeah, black cat will a hole in the glass.
I wouldn't stop you.
I don't think that would go well. I don't have claws.
What? You have a fucking arrows.
Yeah, you ain't got no
What
knives.
if you just try and cut?
Yeah, I got knives.
Frame of the whole window out.
Yeah, like along the edge, and like gently pulled it in. That would be a much higher check, I think, than just stealthily breaking it.
Yeah. See, like
So
I thought about that.
I'm gonna tell you, you can get. Thanks, Riley. Thanks for those.
Sorry.
No, I really am grateful. It's just funny. So if you want to Catwoman, pick your Catwoman of choice, Halle Berry, Anne Hathaway, whatever you want. It'll be a higher check, but breaking the glass will be a check at disadvantage.
To remain quiet is the point.
Yes, to see how stealthily you can break a glass. I will let you carve the glass, which will take some finesse, or you can break the glass, which is not going to be nearly as easy.
How's your sleight of hand?
It's very good. It's plus 11.
Dang, you was rolling like shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been rolling bad, too. That's crazy.
I just...
Maybe take the
breaking
chance.
the glass is a dumb idea.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, which chance?
I think
With
rolling
the carving
once.
the window out?
I think rolling once.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll
Carving it.
once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Come on. Don't get arrested.
23.
23. Okay.
It's pretty good.
So...
Nice.
12 is all I need.
Damn. You cut your desired shape into the glass, and are able to. I need one more sleight of hand check to release this shape out of the glass without breaking it. Whether that means pushing it in, pulling it out, however you want to do that.
21.
You just go.
You suck it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kiss the glass and breathe in deep as you suction it out. Take it with your hands.
Nice Foley work there.
Thanks. And you crawl your way in.
Good. Great.
Well, what does it look like?
There are a ton of essentially like lockers, very large lockers, that you can kind of tell this is where a lot of the miners will get and put their gear. Other than that, there's a desk, there's a flag and an L, there's a journal, a couple of journals, some loose papers, some half-eaten lunch there. Nothing special.
Okay, I'll take one of the journals.
Okay. One of them is, let's see, go ahead and roll, just roll me a d20.
9.
Okay. You happen to find the previous guard's personal journal. You go through some of the entries. Some of them are, oh man, wife keeps nagging me back home, saying I'm at work too much, but there's a lot going on, okay? The mines are collapsing, the prisoners are dying, some of the prisoners are disappearing. Crazy. A couple of entries later, everyone keeps getting sick. I don't know what it is. Usually things at the mine aren't too bad. Every once in a while, a foreigner, humans, long ears, whatever you might have, they get sick. Not us dwarves. Lastly, you find an entry. Well, these might be cheaper than getting rations. Don't know what's going on here, but mushrooms grown in the mines. I'll take them home, find out if they're edible. That way I can save some gold here and there, feed the family.
Eating strange mushrooms now?
Cordyceps virus.
So you said that I was familiar with those mushrooms that I found, or fungi. You said on the mountain.
Yeah.
If it is the same mushroom, what would happen if you ate that?
Let's see. They're generally edible.
Interesting.
They do need to be cooked. If you eat them raw, you might get a little sick.
Okay.
And if you eat them at the wrong time, actually roll nature for me, please. This is pretty deep knowledge about the shroom.
Man. 23.
23.
Nice.
You do know that this mushroom spreads through spores, and in certain locales specifically.
You're cutting out.
What about now?
That's good.
Okay. You know that this specific mushroom spreads through spores, and the danker and darker its environment, the fluffier and more spores it becomes. They generally flower deep into the night, and if you were to eat one then, or even really be around one, it might give you some pulmonological issues.
Okay. I'm gonna put this journal in my bag, and I'm gonna try and make my way back.
Well, it's
Okay.
like 2 stealth checks and 2 athletics checks.
Yeah, it kind of is. What are you gonna do about the hole in the glass?
Put it back.
I guess if I can have it sit nicely into its place and sit there. I guess that's gonna require another stealth check or a sleight of hand.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Keep pushing that luck.
It's all right. 16.
16. You push it in, and you keep kind of like pressing it a little too deep to either side. You've got it to a point to where it will sit, but it's easy enough for you to tell that it's been tampered with.
Let's just hurry.
Okay.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
unmanned.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go quickly because he said, no one's gonna man that station for a minute, so I'll try and be
Roll
quick
perception for me real fast.
about it. All right. 28.
You hear voices. You can't really make out what they're saying. They're not coming closer. They're not going deeper. But they're a good 100 feet into the mine, you presume. Reasonably close.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh man, if I cast, well, that will well.
You're
is this
already
a
not
casting
stealth.
thing? Oh, I'm not.
Not really, because you were doing all that stuff.
That's true, but I'm still invisible, so that's good. I'm going to activate. Well, you tell me what happens if I activate one of my snakes.
You're invisible.
And
One of your snakes comes through, it's not stealth.
Okay, well, I will have it try and roll a stealth and like try and find some bushes, and what I'm going to command it to do
Ain't no
is to
bushes
just
here.
Yeah, what bushes, bro?
I guess you're right. I don't know,
You mean
like
into
shrubbery,
the
like
crags of the rocks?
Like there's shrubs and stuff grow in the mountains, guys.
This ain't the mountains,
It's
this
in
is
the
the
mine.
mines.
Okay.
In the crags of the rocks, maybe.
Well,
Also, it's dark as
nonetheless,
fuck in there, aren't they?
it is dark, so I have that going for us. So I'm going to activate one and have it try and roll stealth.
Okay, would you like me to roll it? Or do you want to?
You can roll it if you want. He's got a +4.
You probably should have rolled it. Knowing how Aaron was.
Bastard.
Hey, I roll whatever, man. I'm the DM. We swing. Yeah, your snake slithers out, and it's sort of like black. It's sort of gray. Does it get any bonuses to stealth?
Say yes.
Well, it's got the +4.
That's it.
Did
That's
you
its
do-
only bonus.
It's got Devil Sight. No, that's. It could. I guess it could cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
It could cast Minor Illusion on top of itself once it finds a place to sit, and it could be like a rock over it, if that makes sense. Because it's like a fire.
Spellcasting you on T form only.
Damn, then no, you can't.
Well, I mean, I could do that. I guess he could just be in Yuan Ti form, and then cast Minor Illusion on himself.
I don't know
And
about
try
all
and stop
that.
Whatever you'd like to try, my friend.
How fucking tall is a Yuan T, my guy?
This guy's got to be at minimum 5 feet tall.
This short fucker.
Damn.
Not a very imposing snake man.
They're sneaky snakes, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay. I mean, the Minor Illusion can just literally be like what is behind him, but in front of him. You know.
Man, do what you want to do.
I'm gonna
If
do
he
it.
gets caught as a Yuan T, at least they'll think it was the that fucked up the guard check.
That's true. So I'm gonna have him transform, cast Minor Illusion to assist with his stealth, and then I'm also going to tell him keep a watch, like open line of communication because we have telepathy. Tell me if anyone comes, and then if someone does come, cast suggestion to tell them to, and I will tell them what to do at that moment.
Go away.
Yeah, go find somewhere else to be.
And if it's more than one master.
Kill them.
So, I'm sorry, I missed that really cool line. What'd you say?
And if it's more than one.
Then tell one to convince the other to convince the
Leave
other
me alone.
to go help with someone else.
Roll persuasion.
He said, I don't think that's going to work, but okay.
I am a snake man.
Okay, if the Yuan-Ti is telling me that seems dubious, then if it's two people, cast hypnotic pattern.
And get away.
Yeah, and then. Okay.
And the snake slithers from your chain, and as it drifts down your body and into what little light sparks the front of the mines, it transforms into its humanoid visage, this cobra-headed creature. And as it does, it stretches and casts in sort of parcel tongue a minor illusion of the wall around, sparking a bright of magic as the guards all turn and see this creature mid-somatic.
Well, cast hypnotic pattern and run away.
Yeah.
Oh
I think that's
I
what
swear every single time.
No, I've got it. I've got it
Yeah.
under control.
Cast spells
They-
when
they
you're
don't-
sneaking.
They don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many guards are approaching him?
3.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until they're all within range and then cast hypnotic pattern.
We're going to cut to our friends in the alleyway.
Holy fucking shit.
I mean, I feel like I, as Airsid, am getting very close to getting back to them. Like, let me just tell you my plan before, if you want to cut back, that's fine. He's gonna cast a hypnotic pattern.
The
If it
snake's
works on
gonna
some of
cast
them,
hypnotic pattern.
right? Yes, Snake's gonna cast hypnotic pattern. If it works on some of them, great. If it doesn't work on some of them, I'm gonna command the Yuan-Ti to run into the mine, and then I'm going to use this as a distraction to climb back over the wall.
Okay. I like
And then
it.
get to the friends and then teleport them inside that house.
Okay.
I'm trying to get everyone back together.
Yeah.
For
No,
sure.
it's a good idea.
I just feel like it's long enough to let these guys kind of do something.
Okay.
Okay.
Just don't know what we're doing. We're standing in the alley waiting for
Yeah, we're standing.
Airsid.
You can have some chit chat.
What do you think Airsid's doing?
Cuts back.
What do you think Harrison's doing?
I think he's doing a good job.
No idea. And as we cut back to our friends in this dank alleyway, he's taking quite a while.
He always does.
At least one of us should have went in. Could have sent Rosa. Could have sent me.
Hey, he's a master of his craft. I'm sure he will be fine.
A master indeed.
As you say that. All right.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Well, it seems we'll be here for a while. And you kind of see a small procession of dwarves walking past. A couple of them kind of sift into the mines. Lucian, you recognize one of them as the leader of the small band in one of the previous alleyways. Oi. You bugs here, dude.
That's what he asks us.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out.
Well, spit it out, why don't you? Gosh, you have
We're just
such a way
we're
with
just hanging
words.
out. How about you?
Yep, hang out here. We have things to do.
You're trying to start a riot, yes?
Not a riot. Protest.
Either way,
Peaceful?
maybe you should start a riot, right?
Not now. In time. My brothers are ready. Why?
Hey man, there's no time like the present.
What are you talking about, brother?
I heard what you were saying earlier. Those bastards took your home, take your money, and you're just gonna stand by idly while they push you out and push you into the dirt?
He steps up to you, and even though he's about 4'7" in stature, this burly, very stocky body is still intimidating as he points towards you, speaking through his sort of rusty colored beard, his sort of dark golden brown skin. He cocks an eye at you. Don't stand idly. I fight. I speak. Power of the voice is powerful.
You know they're going to collapse those mines soon.
Not if we have anything to say about it. We still have a right to take this to our emperor.
I don't know if you have that much time.
Yeah, you know, I've heard talk.
You've heard talk of what? How long you been here?
I look at tragedy.
You don't live here.
No, I don't. But I've heard.
And last I heard, it would be a ride until the cave-ins came in, but the Kohuke have been a little trigger happy. I think the demolition teams are working a lot faster than predicted. She's gonna roll deception.
Come on, girl. Well, someone's got to. It's not us.
I seen you working with that deadbeat cop. Whatever he is, probably doesn't even practice anymore. I thought you left. Well, the Kohuke Monarchy thing kind of inspired me to stay. I have to help where I'm needed. And who are you helping? Because I seen you talking to the city a lot more than the people.
Nothing better than a man on the inside.
And Lyra just kind of points at you. And I could be yours. We'll call that persuasion.
We'll go there first.
Do you have persuasion
Me?
as a skill? Yeah, you.
No, fuck no.
Well,
I don't either.
a flat roll. Oh, well, it's not a flat roll, but it's a. And he spits in her face. Yeah,
Whoa.
you could be theirs.
Look, you don't know us, and it's not important to know us. But we want to help you. There's something going on in that mine, and for our own reasons, we need to get in there. But that doesn't mean that we want to cut and run. It seems like you're having a problem here. One that sounds like it should be solved. And that's what we do, we solve problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've been told to do for my people as well. So, we'll leave you to yours. You leave me to mine. And if I hear anything about foreigners going to the city, well, let's just say it won't only be governing bodies hanging from the gallows. If you know what's right, you'll leave us be.
And best of luck.
Yeah, really.
He takes his leave, kind of brushes past you, shoulder checking anyone who's close enough to be shoulder checked. A small entourage kind of follows him in as he disappears through the alley. Not in any of the houses that are within eyesight, especially as he begins to be coiled by the dark that is slowly unsetting.
What a bastard.
Can't really blame him. Maybe we get different disguises. Well, Lucian, I guess you'll have to actually make one if we want to get in with the people.
I don't want to get in with the people. I want to get into this mine and get this job done and get the fuck out of here.
I like the way you think. Selfish. Remind me of someone.
I would like to help them. I don't know if we have the time to do all that, though. We will do as much as we can as we do this.
And she rolls her eyes as she breaks character. Always trying to help someone. Is it worth it? The last time you helped someone, you complained to me about it. Now you want to do it again. And what happens when they kick you to the curb for being so nice?
They can't keep doing it forever.
Oh, I'm sure they can. If they find out what you really are, they're more likely to kick you into the grave.
Many have, and yet they haven't done it. Because they know who I really am. Because I show them through my actions.
Well,
Yeah.
she's been...
That's right.
Tragedy just kind of like looks at you. Well, glad you have a friend in him.
I have a friend in many people. I am a good friend to have.
We'll see about
Yeah.
that.
Just hype manning. Exactly.
Uwasa kind of like points at her. She really is. So, if you could get past your differences for now, maybe you can see through her current actions instead of her past. Yeah, we'll see. Ersid.
Yeah.
All right, run it. Get her done.
I don't want to roll initiative for this,
Okay.
but we might have to. So, you know what? Roll it. Let's see it.
Okay.
Let's see it.
24.
Okay. The Mind Whisperer, as soon as they get within 30 feet, which is quite close, breaks the minor illusion into a myriad of pieces as they begin to spiral and grow and glow as they spit sort of snake-like verses of arcane magic as they cast Hypnotic Pattern. These...
Oh, please.
Let's see. Roll for them all. What's the save I need to beat?
13.
Oh, God.
So it says also that we act on the same turn, so I'm like imagining that I'm running as well, but we'll do this first.
Okay. Okay. And you dash off into the distance as this takes on. However, only one of the dwarves is taken aback and put into a stupor as the hypnotic pattern takes shape. The other two charge forward.
Well, if it's still the snake's turn, can I use its movement then?
Should still be able to move.
Okay, then I'm going to run into the mine
Okay.
with the snake.
The snake man's gonna run into the mine.
Yes.
Okay. Are they faster as a snake?
It just says 30, but if I can be in snake form, I would prefer it. It's a bonus action, which I still would have actually, so
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm asking.
yeah. I would prefer it to be a snake because I feel like it'd be harder to keep track.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if it's any faster.
It's got a speed of 30. It's not faster. It just, I don't see anywhere that differentiates speed between forms.
Yeah,
It just has a speed of 30.
There also is not another form, so yep, we'll go snake form while keeping the hypnotic pattern. As it dashes in and you dash out. That's gonna... Okay, I'll have you roll stealth. If you're gonna dash, I'm gonna need you to roll stealth as an action to be able to dash past them without bringing attention to yourself. If you simply walk, you'll be able to get past them. No check.
Yeah, but then more time passes.
6 seconds a turn. 6 seconds a round.
If I dash, do I get to the wall and like up the wall?
You would
Or
be
are we-
able to
are you
start climbing, I'm sure. It's still
Okay.
the same as your movement, so you'd be able to go, but you wouldn't have enough to get up the wall if you dash.
Okay. I mean, I guess when you put it that way, 6 seconds, I'll just walk.
The
6 seconds
doors.
of walking.
Let's see. One of them dashes, rushing past. The other pulls out a heavy crossbow and takes a shot. What is the AC?
14 of the UMG.
Okay, they take 6 damage as a bolt slams right into the snake. You can kind of see its body reel as it begins to scuttle along the floor, getting deeper into the cave. The same man with the crossbow yells in Dwarvish, and you see a great brazier begin to light at top the watchtower.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
Gondor's called for aid.
What you doing? Play your turn.
No, this could work. This could work. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna get over the wall and get back to my friends.
Are you gonna like dash climb? What's your movement speed?
Well, my movement is 40 because I haven't cast Longstrider, but I have. See, like on the first turn, I could have used one of my dreaded ambusher gives me an extra 10 feet, and I can also use an extra 10 feet from my leg once per day.
Isn't that only if
So-
you're dashing?
I don't remember.
Okay,
As it stands, base, I have a speed of 40.
you have 40. Do you want the 50 feet? Because it was your first turn.
Yeah, I'll take the 50 feet, and so if I dash, I have 80 feet, right?
Yes. You're still gonna need to make an athletics check. So if you did, so you'd be 20 feet up the wall. No, 10 feet up the wall on your first turn. So you got to go another 40 feet. And then another 40 feet. So you can probably get down with a solid athletics check.
Okay,
And you have advantage because of the potion.
that's right.
Has not worn off.
That's not.
So that's gonna be 21.
21. You're able to climb just as deftly. I'm gonna need one more check to come down. As you finally crest over the peak of the wall, you are about to, you're scaling yourself as you kind of press in, get closer to the wall, trying to get as much balance. What's your roll?
26.
Okay. You scale down more magnificently than you did coming up. You have 10 feet before you hit the ground. Are you just going to take
I
it?
mean, can I use? I dashed as a bonus, can I use another dash as an action?
I'm letting you make 2 checks to. If you are willing to break stealth.
I'm not willing to break stealth.
Okay. Then roll me a stealth check, please.
23.
23. Okay, you're feeling pretty good. Your snake, as it slithers across, gets another 60 feet, so it's 40 feet, roughly ahead of its chaser, who is going to dash again and get 10 feet ahead of it. That's its turn. The other dwarf is going to rush in and take another shot at it. That hits for another 6 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Top of the round, it's going to continue to slither in. It's 60 feet. The other.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and, you know, I can talk to it up to a mile away, so I mean, I'll tell him to, like, try and hide if possible. That's, like...
Instead of dashing?
Yeah, try, if at all possible, like, when he's exploring, running through the mines, to hide.
Understood. Okay. You are out. You are on the streets, kind of milling in between people. You kind of see here and there a couple more dwarves. You can tell that they're dirtier than a lot of the dwarves you saw in the Rusty Cauldron. Their clothes not nearly as flashy, very practical and wear lots of overalls, lots of long johns, things like that, as you finally make it back into the alleyway where your friends stay.
With your quick gait, I am assuming that everything went swimmingly.
You can't see him.
Oh. I say that when I see you.
You can't see him.
Can I hear him?
He's invisible. That's up to him.
If I roll a 23, you can't hear me.
I'm just standing there.
That's would just be BSing.
Yeah, talking.
I try and wait and see if they're talking shit on me. No, I'm just kidding.
I am. No.
No, I come up and I say, alright, the plan's a little different, but I think it works all the same. So, Rosa, was it you that can cast? If you want to cast it on us now...
A dark, burning orange lights throughout the city as you can hear all the fires at the top of the watchtowers becoming lit.
So you got spotted then?
Yes. No. No, I didn't get spotted.
So much for a disguise. And Tragedy takes off her hat, takes off her wig, and starts to undress. Looks like we have to kill some dwarves.
Wait,
Oh, God.
wait, why?
Are we not going in there?
Right, but we can go in there disguised. No, nobody knows who we are here. They didn't see me. They saw my snake. Right now, the dwarves are under the impression that they're being attacked by a lone snake man. So, like...
Can you call it back to you now?
Well, that's the thing. If I called it back to me, I'd lead it right back to me. So...
No, like, does it not disappear and like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like when you recall it, it's like a Pokemon. It comes back into the.
No.
That's not how it works.
no, I don't know. He has to like physically get back to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've actually kind of invested a lot into this. So either I'm gonna lose my pal. You know, I would love to save him. Or so I let's not act too brashly here. I pull out the journal that I got. this general, I can use it to teleport the whole lot of us into an empty guards station.
How long is that going to be empty, Acid, with all of this going on?
Well, the longer you fucking talk, the longer, the bigger chance that it's not gonna be empty anymore.
Well, then take us now.
Let's just go.
Cast stealth on all of us, or pass without trace.
Cast stealth.
Cast it on us now.
And Rosa begins to weave with her sort of like filigree-like magic and speak the past without a trace that you are so familiar with. I am going to roll a percentile die. If it is under 40%, actually, let me roll stealth first.
It's a pretty powerful spell.
No, this is for your mind whisperer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he might
Oh,
die.
okay.
Come on, big buddy.
If I get 40 or less, you are Sansa Mind Whisperer. One of your kings has been checked.
Okay.
They survived so much. For this to be the thing that kills them is wild.
I mean, how do you feel about me telling my mind whisperer to like submit?
They will
Can
just
I-
kill it. They will just kill it.
They'll just kill it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. They will just kill it.
I mean, it will be a prisoner at best.
Yeah, that's. We're already breaking people out anyway. Stop along the way.
You don't know what they'll do with it, but like it'll take some time to be put through the system, I'm sure.
Fingerprinting the mind whisperer.
Okay, so you are giving it
Mugshotting
the
the mind
order
whisperer.
to submit if it is caught.
Yes.
Okay. Then if I roll below a 10, they will kill it.
Okay.
Okay. I hope I have served you well.
No, buddy. Under a 10 is wild. You roll ass percentile checks for us.
Yeah, that was pretty good, 74.
Yeah, but it wasn't for us.
No.
It was just because.
I don't choose. As you feel within your mind, within your body, a severed tie to one of your kings.
Which one? Was it yours, mine, Kane's? It matters.
We'll say it was mine. What?
Oh.
You rolled under a 10?
I did.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Dang.
let's get in there, I guess.
Get us in there.
And on your king's final hiss, we will exit and see you guys next week. Thanks for playing.
Oh my god. Fucking bastard.
What a damn shame.